I know that when you were in WWE for a while, you worked as a backstage producer. How long did you do that, and how was that?
It was like a little over 2 months. I had this crazy weird pain very close to my private parts after a
Damn.
loop, after a loop one time, and I was honestly baffled and slightly concerned. So I finally got to the doctor next day and got checked out, and it was a hernia. It was just really really low on my abdomen wall. So whatever, I got surgery set up. It's very minor. 2 months, you're out. Whatever. I was like, oh, this is actually kind of sweet. And then I had that all set up, told the office it was all good to go. And then like the next day, Carano called me and said, hey, Vince saw your name on the injury report and he'd like you to be a producer while you're out and learn that side of the business. So that was pretty unique and flattering invitation that I didn't feel like I had the opportunity to turn down.
Sure.
And I actually wound up working more hurt than I would have as talent, compared to like my dots in my calendar and what I would have done.
So you go in there with the suit, the full nine when you
Dude,
do
I'm
that,
at both
right?
TVs and pay-per-views, suit, everything, and I've never been in this element, and I'm so far removed from college or anything like that. I was like, I mean, wide-eyed, like what's happening, people, because it's just I was so removed from any kind of situation like that. I've just been a big dumb wrestler my whole adult life. But it was invaluable. It was cool. I think it made me a much better performer, even because I'm seeing that side, or at least seeing what his vision is. Like a deeper. I feel like, I mean, the boys would hate me for saying this, but I feel like everyone should be in that meeting because then we'd all have a better understanding, and then we can go do it and get it done instead of like he said, she said, hearing it from the 3-4 people down. It's just ridiculous. So, but it was invaluable. It was very very cool learning experience. But on the flip side, I think I was 18. I don't know, 33. So as
Yeah.
soon as I got cleared, I went to Vince and said, hey man, this was so flattering, unbelievable learning experience, but please let me wrestle. Like Father Time's going to get me at some point. Let's not do it on my own.
How did he respond to that?
He said great. He said, I would just love to have you do it one day when you're ready. I said, me too, pal, thanks.
I mean, that's
and,
pretty
I,
cool.
and I scurried down the hallway thinking, oh, I don't want to change his mind.
I mean, that's pretty cool that he has that confidence in you to direct what's going on here. Is there
Yeah, I
anybody,
totally agree. It was a flattering situation, so I did not complain about it once.
who did you work with the most? Because I know there's some wrestlers that have like John Cena had Arn there, like for all of his matches. Was there anybody that they would specifically have you work with?
So in that scenario, because I was like an intern, I just shadowed
Ah,
every day. Okay, go with Dean Malenko today. Do whatever he does, and you basically have his matches too. So it basically you would have me and Dean Malenko, me and Tyson Kidd.
okay.
Whatever. Yeah. So
I would,
that being said, I think Tyson Kidd is going to go down as one of the greatest
yeah.
wrestling producers of all time when he's ready to give it up, because
I,
he's just getting started and he's just such an asset to the business.
I used to get like copies of the rundowns, which drove WWE nuts. But I would like see a batshit crazy match, and I would go back and look at the rundown, and it would be like
Yep.
TJ Wilson. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
like fans would be really excited to hear that too. That somebody who physically was not allowed to do this anymore was
Yeah.
helping put together this awesome Seth Rollins match.
Yeah, totally. And he's one of my best friends, but also like kind of my motivation to be like, well, this guy loves wrestling so much that he literally gave his neck for it, and he still loves it so much that he's doing this.
Yeah.
So like I owe it to him that I got to wrestle as long as I physically can, and then I could do this too. You know what I mean? Because he would have wanted it that way.
He still trains here and there, doesn't he? I see like some stuff online here and
He
there.
has like a school in Tampa, I'm pretty sure, and I'm not too sure what the grounds are of it, but it's something in the works for sure. But
Nice.
he's one of the most passionate guys I've ever come across about the business, and just so knowledgeable. And like I said, he's gonna be one of the way people talk about Arn now, they'll be talking about him in a couple of years.
Was there anybody else besides him that you would work with and you would specifically pick stuff up from, and you're like, damn, I like working with this producer?
When I was younger, it was always Fit Finley was the one that I always appreciated. And Matt and I got to wrestle him so many times, and it really changed my career. Being there with him, like on loops and tours, and always learning from him firsthand. And he doesn't learn by speaking. He shows you physically that way. So that was invaluable. And I always liked him as a producer too, because I think he had a unique spin on things that were made stuff a little more creative, I thought.